This is just kind of showing it to look like a button that you could use somewhere, a couple different styles with the type and the text. This is just showing you the sample used for a package design, but it has the state kind of cut open like an apple to show that graphic, so a combination of things helps it out. And here it's just using the pen tool, just clicking on those curves like before, just to demonstrate that piece. You can kind of see it wrap itself around, always looking for the corner point. Click on it to set as a corner. Those two corner points, and these are all curved points until this end one, which is a straight one, so click it up straight. And even though it's not matching, it's perfectly straight. And there's the corner with the curves all through, a corner point for here to hit the option of clicking that corner. So just to show it to you, once you see the inside, you can do a couple things. You can offset the path, puts in a few things to create that. You can try to change the thickness of the inside of the stroke. Here's 12, and we'll try 20, just so you can see it still has the jagged edge. So we'll just backtrack and do the offset path. And this will offset the path to exactly what you have, and then you can go and use a direct selection with the widget to curve those pieces. So it's just a quick way to do it, or you could just redraw it. Just trying to show you a couple different samples there. And use the Pathfinder. We'll just change this to green, that one to red, just by the fill of the stroke, and use the Pathfinder to punch it through. And then the seeds, just 5 equal spaces going across with the zoom in. Hold the option on the ruler guide, and it makes a seed shape. Just give it a color. And the rotation tool, click right in the middle. Just type in 360 with a slash for divided by 5 and copy them. Select them and group them together, so now that sets that piece easily. And then something like the section up here. Start this over here, just click, drag the handle out. The least amount of points, again, is going to give you the best curve. Here we'll just swap to fill and stroke so you can see it a little easier. And then swap them back again. So you just have to kind of analyze each shape. There's the curve. And inside the middle of the curve, just to drag that pen tool. And then just swap it. Change the color, grab a green. And that gives you this kind of a nice design for a logo for the apple and the state outside line. And there's a little image for it. Here's a circle kind of giving it as that you could use as a button with a text curve down there. So it's a kind of a way that you can change the outside gradient. You can see it's an inside fill. Here's the gradient editor, which you've touched on a little bit, that you can modify. And here's a piece in doing the drop shadow. If you paste it with pixels, you'll see that you have this. Check OK. And you can copy these, bevel and emboss. These are just different styles. With the option in the key, you'll see that it's a hollow shape. So we'll just make a selection with the that's holding the command key, and you can see it's off. So just on a separate layer, make it a little bit bigger just to give it a white space around it. Fill it with white here, and then just merge these 2 layers together. This is in Photoshop just to show it to you. Now you can fit the graphics on there perfectly. And you can screenshot a couple of them. And check 4. And there you go. So it's just a